the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the reigning NFC champs under the lights on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On play action, McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And Charbonnet once again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll get that to Charbonnet. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Great, set.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to get
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pass complete to Addison. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Here's Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. They'll run here with a rookie. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 71 yards.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Another try for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
Here's Barkley.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out comes Minnesota. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 37 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. To Jefferson on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run it here with Charbonnet.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Able to power through, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The man in motion is Brown.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Hurts.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Yeah, he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. 3rd down and 13.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Caught here by Griffin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And this one is right through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy off the play fake. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey! Don't touch that!
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Going up top. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. McCarthy going to throw again. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Here's McCarthy.
Shakes off the sack. And that will be incomplete as well.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they need... On 1st down, it's Green.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Now a give right side. Holiday. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, Green. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 20-13, a minute 47 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gomez.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gomez. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.